I went to Jordan High School. It was in Sandy, Utah. I lived in Midvale. I remember the address that I grew up in Midvale was 145 Lincoln Street, Midvale, and we had to take a bus. It was only maybe like 5 miles or so, but anyway, we took a bus every day to high school. And when I was a junior, I belonged to the club that was called Charlonians, which is you had to have a B+ average to get into the Charlonian club. And so we had special uniforms. Our school colors were gray and maroon. And so we had gray skirts and maroon sweaters, and that was fun, and we kind of took part in the ball games. We were the beat diggers. And so, you know, go beat diggers. And you know, every once in a while I do think of some of those cheers and some of those crazy songs we sang. Right at this moment I can't remember them to say them or sing them, but we were always the beat diggers. And we were that because we used to get, every fall, we would get 2 weeks off of school to go dig beets. And that was, you know, they were ready, and I didn't ever go dig beets, but one year we had the opportunity to go down to, I think it was it was Pleasant Grove, I think, and work in the turkey cannery place. And that I remember just really well. That was, we were going to work there the whole 2 weeks, you know, and you'd go in and they'd have all these turkeys that they you know, had just killed them, and they'd hang them up on things, and so they were dripping blood all the way. And you had to walk with that turkey as it went along and pick the pin feathers out. Now, they'd been, you know, skinned. I mean, the big feathers were off them, but you had to go through and pick all these pin feathers off. And if when you got at the end, they weren't all off, then you had to pick up the turkey, take it back and hook it and make the trip again. And so we didn't last 2 weeks on that job. Do you know, when I really remember my testimony starting was when my oldest sister died. And she had a little baby that was just 2 months old when she died. And she lived in California at the time. And anyway, I remember, you know, hearing that she had died and everything. I remember laying in bed and thinking about the gospel and thinking, this is really true. This is really, I mean, it really hit me that, you know, she died, but I would see her again. The gospel is really true. And I've remembered that forever, the feeling that I had then. The gospel is true. I know the gospel's true, and there's no doubt. Oh my goodness. My very first kiss. You don't mean the first kiss my husband gave me. I mean him. You mean like the boyfriend that I was with? I guess my first kiss was a kid, wasn't in high school, it was a kid at work, and I worked at the Mountain Fuel, and his name was Albert Artemer. Anyway, we went out on dates and stuff, and once he kissed me. Yeah, it was in the car. It was very fun. And that was, you know, that was Albert.